earning a spot on the Colonial Athletic Association's all-defensive team as a sophomore in 2020-21, Charles Thompson worked hard on his offensive game and has developed into one of the most reliable offensive threats for Pat Scarry's squad. Averaging 11.5 points to go along with 7 rebounds since the beginning of last season, evolving into one of the most complete players in the league.
It's amazing his progress. He is, in 31 years of coaching, the hardest playing guy I've ever been around. Nobody has played harder than him. Certainly some guys have played hard, but it's every day.
It's not necessarily about like being super talented or any of that. It's just knowing the fundamentals of the game and just working off and just baby steps in progression. To really develop and hone a skill, you have to do that every single day. Like, you can't take a day off, you can't take a rep off, you have to have intent with every rep that you do. So every single day I was just working on that, and here we are.
You know, we have 13 guys on scholarship. If you had 13 guys like Charles Thompson, you wouldn't need coaches. You would just have guys that do what they're supposed to do.
Thompson learned what he was supposed to do and was taught the value of work ethic by his father, Tony, who went 40-7 as a professional boxer and twice fought for the heavyweight championship of the world versus Vladimir Klitschko.
I don't think it really set into me how big he was until my first boxing trip. I went with him for the second heavyweight fight versus Vladimir Klitschko. It was in Zurich, Switzerland, and everybody just, as soon as we got off the plane, everybody was just trying to take pictures of him and stuff, and wherever we went, in the hotels, he had security guards and stuff like that. So it didn't really set into my mind how big he was until I actually went overseas, and it was just amazing to see. My dad grew up with nothing. His father wasn't around, his mother wasn't around, bouncing house from house and stuff. So, he was always just grateful. Even though he didn't have anything, he was always grateful for what he did have. He was always with his brother and stuff like that. And just seeing him, how he handles the media and how he handles stuff like that, that really left an impression on me. So I've always wanted to be able to do the things that he does and be able to fill his shoes.
Thompson will graduate in the spring with a sports management degree. During his 3.5 years on campus, he has been one of the go-to student athletes when the Towson Athletics Department looks to promote events and is very visible on campus, currently ranking 6th in the Tiger Cup standings, a competition to see who attends the most games during the 2022-23 school year.
This guy has taken advantage of the college experience. Everybody knows him from all walks of life. He's a guy that can play basketball for a long time, but he's a guy that he's going to be successful in life.
I like talking to people and everything. This is basically a normal thing. It's not necessarily outside of my comfort zone. It's just what I just happen to do.
He is the mayor of Towson. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. My mom is 78 years old, who always asks about Charles. It's her favorite player since I've been here. He's just a nice kid. He is a killer on the court, but he is a gentleman off the floor.